You were kicked out for a reason.
Right, but it means that we came from here. We're not colonizers, right?
Yes, you are.
Ah, we are colonizers, but we were here. Okay.
You're from Europe. Go back to Europe. We don't want you in the Middle East.
Unfortunately, even when I speak with a Muslim woman, she cannot even recognize, even she said from her mouth that we were here. She cannot recognize that we are indigenous to Israel, but it's okay. You know, that's unfortunately what they suffer from. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
عليكم السلام.
أنا يهودي إسرائيلي. من وين أنتي؟ تحكي إنجليزي، عربي، عبراني؟
Both.
I speak English.
Yes.
So where are you from?
Guess.
Morocco, Egypt, Syria. Syria? Alhamdulillah. We have Syria in the north. يعني سوريا في شمال إسرائيل.
فلسطين لا إسرائيل.
إسرائيل. إسرائيل.
فلسطين.
إسرائيل.
فلسطين.
So
that flag is wrong.
this flag is from Allah.
It's wrong.
This flag, alhamdulillah, Rad Allah.
And we forewarned the children of Israel that they will become very corrupt and arrogant. That's in the Quran.
Okay. So that basically, if you say it to me as a Jewish Israeli, you recognize that we were here 2,000 years ago, even more, right?
And you were kicked out.
And what?
You were kicked out for a reason.
Right, but it means that we came from here. We're not colonizers, right?
Yes, you are.
Ah, we are colonizers, but we were here. Okay.
You're from Europe. Go back to Europe. We don't want you in the Middle East.
Unfortunately, even when I speak with a Muslim woman, she cannot even recognize, even she said from her mouth that we were here. She cannot recognize that we are indigenous to Israel, but it's okay. You know, that's unfortunately what they suffer from. Do you know the Quran? Yeah? Do you know what is written in Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 85?
About you? About you?
Yeah.
That you guys were loved.
That what?
Then what happened? That you guys were loved.
Wait, let's
then what happened?
let's have a
First, what happened? What happened? What did the Jews do?
Let's have a serious conversation, okay? Let's
have a serious
with
conversation.
I ask you,
what did you do to Prophet Zechariah?
I ask you, do you know Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 85, Ayah 85?
Please tell me, read it to me.
You see, I'm as a Jew, I even know her Quran more than her. But you know.
Go ahead,
anyway,
read it.
I say from my mind, because I remember, I actually read your Quran 3 times, and I respect your book. I think it's a book from Allah as well. I think it's a holy book from Allah, legitimate.
Okay, read it to me, read the ayah to me.
Yeah. It says there, Prophet Muhammad criticized us, the Jews, back in the time of Mecca, I think. He said to us, do you believe in part of the Torah, and part of the Torah you don't believe? Remember that? What I said is true?
Well, I think what I know is true. That's in the Quran.
Yeah.
You guys were kicked from the land. You guys became corrupt. You guys became arrogant. There was a reason for that.
Right, and Allah forgave us, and now we are here.
Nope.
No?
You weren't forgiven. No one ever forgave you.
Allah never forgives?
He forgives, but you killed two prophets and tried to kill Isa. Did you not?
Let me read to you another part of the Quran that you might forget, you know?
Okay, first, answer this question. Who killed Prophet Zechariah?
Probably us.
It was, and he was a children of Israel.
And we were punished. And we were punished. And we were punished, but Allah...
You're still being punished.
No. This is what you get it wrong.
Yes, because that wasn't the first time.
This is what you get wrong.
It wasn't the first time.
No, you have now...
It was also a Jewish woman that poisoned Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Now you read into the Quran your political commentary, not what's written in the Quran. I read your Quran. When we were punished twice... Listen, let me teach you your Islamic history that you maybe forgot, you know? Let the Jew teach you about the Islamic history. You see...
Oh yeah, Allah, child killer, teach me.
Very good. You see, the Maratain, the twice that we were punished, that's rightfully so. When the Babylonians destroyed our Haikal in Jerusalem, our temple, and the second time was when the Romans destroyed our second temple and kicked us out. You know, and now you will say...
You just said it, you guys were kicked out.
But now
You were
Allah
kicked
reward
out. You weren't
us.
supposed to come back.
Now Allah reward
You weren't
us.
supposed to come back.
Wait, do
No,
you
you
believe?
weren't supposed to come back.
But we are here.
But you're not supposed to.
But we are here.
But you're not supposed to be here.
Isn't it everything in the world the will of Allah?
Mhm.
Think
We'll
about
see
it.
what
Take
happens
your
to you
time.
on the
Take your time. I have an honest
That's
question.
okay. I've thought about it.
Let me
We'll
read
see what
to you.
happens يوم القيامة.
I want to read to you something because the problem with the Muslims today is that you have now arrogance, you have theological arrogance, and you don't listen to the Jews that, according to your Quran, supposed to teach you and clarify to you when you have doubts. Surah Yunus, ayah 94. It says there, if you have a doubt in what was brought to you, go ask the children of Israel, the people of the book that got the Torah
The people
before
of the
you.
book
Wait,
are also
I
the
didn't
Christians.
I didn't finish.
The Christians are
I
also
didn't
people of the
finish.
book. They got the Bible before us too,
I didn't finish.
which
That's
also
true
has
what you say.
changed.
What you
Torah
say.
and the Bible have been changed.
That's true.
Were they not
No,
changed? They've been changed.
No. You can say whatever you want. It's okay. But still, you are the losers. Now, you are the losers. You can do the V sign. All of Gaza is destroyed. And you say, this is the victory of Allah.
Whose fault is that?
Fine. Take that victory from Allah. But Allah is not with you. I'm sorry. I want Allah to be with you. But you need to listen to the Jews.
See, if Allah wasn't with us, the Hamas would have been destroyed a long time ago.
Hey, you saw what is the result of the Hamas, right?
And have they died?
Where's
have
the
they
victory
ended?
of Allah? Where's the victory of Allah?
They're still there. They're
Where?
still there.
Where?
They're still there though.
Where?
They're still there. They're still there and they're still fighting.
You
If
had...
you're so okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If you're so
but before
religious,
that, I want to read to you a surah from the Quran.
no.
Just one ayah. Just one ayah. It's for
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
It's for you.
Okay.
It's Surah 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 39. But whoever repents after their wrongdoings and mends their ways, Allah will surely turn to them in forgiveness. Indeed, Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. Do you not know that the kingdom of the heavens and the earth belong to Allah alone? He punishes whoever He wills and forgives whoever He wills. And Allah is most capable of everything. So according to your Quran, Allah can reward and Allah can punish whenever He wants.
Yes.
When He wants. I
Yes.
didn't finish. He can reward whoever He wants when He wants. He punished us indeed, like you said, rightfully so. I agree. About 2,000 years ago. But now Allah forgives us. Allah rewards us. And now what you do? Now you go against the will of Allah. And you cannot understand because, you have a bipolarism as a Muslim. On the one hand, you think that you are here and I is supposed to be here. Yes. You believe that you're supposed to be above. We're supposed to be under you forever. But no. No. Yeah, you believe in equality? Yeah?
If you're so religious, why did the IDF bomb Masjid al-Aqsa?
When did the IDF bomb Masjid al-Aqsa?
They bombed it. They bombed Jerusalem and Masjid al-Aqsa every Ramadan.
Let me read her
Or do
another
you
verse
not know
because
that?
the lies in the religion of truth is
Again with
it's
the
a shame.
verses.
It's a shame.
Read Surah Al-Isra, Ayah 4. Read that.
I will, but before that I will. You know what?
I read that
Let's
one.
do
I
it.
want to hear that one.
Yeah. Let's do it. Good. I have it in front of me actually. I love that surah. You know why I love that surah? You know why I love that surah? Especially when you read it to me. When we're talking about it. Because that means that we are Bani Israel. And when you
You are Bani Israel.
criticize us according
I
to
don't
this,
criticize Bani Israel.
Wait.
I criticize Israel itself. The
wait,
IDF. I criticize the IDF.
you use Surah Al-Isra against me. I'm Israeli Jew, right? Look at this flag. Look, you see, I'm Israeli Jew.
I don't believe in that flag.
It's okay, but you see, I'm Israeli Jew, so you use Surah Al-Isra to criticize me, right? Why do you use just Surah Al-Isra, known as Surah Bani Israel, against me? Why?
It says that you guys are the corrupt ones and will become very arrogant. Was it wrong? You guys have become very arrogant.
Fine, we were, and we
There
were
was
punished.
an IDF soldier. Was there not an IDF
Fine,
soldier
we were,
that
and
gang
we were
raped a
punished.
Palestinian?
Now you are the
Why'd they
arrogant.
do that?
But now
Why did they gang rape a Palestinian?
But now
Why?
you are the arrogant. You must
Is that
surrender.
not against your religion?
Listen.
Okay, but is that not against Judaism?
What against Judaism?
They gang raped a Palestinian man. A bunch of male soldiers did that to a man. Is that not against your religion?
Listen,
Is that not an unforgivable sin?
listen, of course there's wrongdoings, that we
That's
also
a big
do.
sin.
Wait,
That's a big
listen,
sin.
wait. I want to ask you a question, and I want to test you if you are a strong Muslim. Have you, the Muslims, you know what, not the Muslims, that's clear. Have the Hamas ever killed innocent women and children?
And I condemn them for that. October 7th, yeah, and I condemn it for that. I don't
Okay,
support
good.
what happened on
I
October 7th.
respect that. Okay, if you say that,
I
I
don't support
respect
what
that.
happened.
That's good. That's good.
Because a lot of innocent people did die. I'm not going to say they didn't die. Oh, Hamas didn't do anything wrong. They did do something wrong. October 7th wasn't a good idea. But what the IDF did after was terrible. They killed over 200 kids. Like, not over, but about 200 kids in one night.
Hey, I'm not
While
saying
they
that.
were in their tents.
Listen,
That's what makes me upset.
I'm not saying that the Palestinian suffering is not sad and painful to me. I'm sad when the kids in Gaza die. The blood of the kids in Gaza is not as less as precious than the blood of our kids. They deserve good
But that's
future.
what the IDF thinks. That's what Netanyahu thinks.
But what about what Hamas thinks? What about, the Islamic perception that goes against Israel and want to eradicate Israel thinks? Be honest.
Yes, okay, can I ask you a question?
Let's speak about
What
justice.
did you guys do in 1948 to the Palestinian Muslims?
What did
While
the
they were living in
Palestinians
peace with the Jews.
Why didn't the Palestinians accept that there is a
They
Jewish
were already
state?
living with Jews. They were
They could
already
live with
living
us.
with
We could live in
Jews.
two states. That's what the
They
partition
were
plan
living.
suggested.
They were already living there.
Huh?
Jews were already living in Palestine before
Okay, but
1948.
this is our land. We came back also to our land.
Okay, but they were already living there in peace with the Jews.
But we came back also to the land that we are from. So, in the minimal situation,
so why did you have to displace all of those people?
No, that
you displaced over 700,000. That didn't happen?
I'm sorry.
That's not happen? I'm sorry. The history books lied to me. I'm so sorry.
They did, by the way. And you are
indoctrinated. The American history books lied to me.
You are indoctrinated on a lot of false information. I'm sorry. I mean, actually, I read pro-Palestinian history and anti-Palestinian history. You only read the pro-Palestinian history. You know why? Because you are scared from the truth. You are scared, I tell you something, by the way, I tell you this. Listen. I am a Jew. You are a Muslim. I respect your Quran. You see? This is the Quran in Hebrew. In Hebrew. I read it 3 times. 3 times. You know why I read it 3 times? Because I respect this book, because you respect this book, because the Muslims respect this book. I must also respect it, and I must also understand where you come from. What do you believe in? What makes your point of view? And I find in the Quran, maybe I find something that chronologically doesn't add up, but still I find a lot of faith. I find a lot of strong akida, and I like that. I really appreciate that.
What does the Quran say to do to the non-Muslims then?
Regarding what? In what context?
Like if they're not Muslim, what did they used to do to them?
What, they pay jizya?
What did they do to the non-Muslims?
You tell me, I don't know.
The same thing that Hamas is doing. So technically they're following the Quran. That's what you're supposed to do. You guys are, you changed up Judaism. You messed up Judaism. So it's not really, you messed up Judaism. You ruined Judaism. You put shame on Judaism.
We must what?
You messed up Judaism by associating it with Zionism.
Wallah.
Zionism and Judaism were never the same thing.
Wallah.
You put them together and ruined Judaism. Yeah.
Wallah.
Wallah.
Did you read the Torah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you read all the Torah?
No, I don't read other people's books.
Of course.
Because that's against my religion.
Of course. Why would you? Even though in your Quran, listen.
I don't read the Bible.
Let me read to you the Quran.
Read me
it's a damn shame. Your Quran came to confirm my Torah. It didn't came to cancel my. No. That's.
It's been changed.
That's
the only book that hasn't been changed is the Quran.
Interpretation that was proven wrong. But you cannot do nothing. You can just say it, but it doesn't make it true. And this is the difference between me and you. I tell you the difference between me and you. Even though I respect Islam, I still think that you are weaker than me in Akida. You know why?
So then you don't really respect it. So okay.
I tell you why you're weaker than me in Akida, me as a Jew. Why? Because I can see the truth of Islam and the truth of the Quran and see it as part of the big picture of Allah. But you cannot contain also my Torah. You cannot, because wait. Why you cannot? Why you cannot? Because it shakes your belief. You cannot even read it because your belief is so fragile that if something, even though it's from Allah, you will read and you will understand that politically,
they're not from Allah, though. You guys have changed it.
that politically corrupted leaders turned you and indoctrinated you to believe in a lie.
Like
your whole belief gonna be crushed. That's what it is.
Can I explain why I didn't read the Torah or the Bible?
What again?
Okay, the reason I don't read those books is because they've been changed. And in Islam, the Quran is the only book you're supposed to be reading. Why would I read another holy book?
That's the supremacy.
I don't believe in him.
That's the supremacy that you suffer from. But you're not superior over us. You don't have.
I'm not superior over you.
No. You
I have different beliefs. You have different beliefs.
You
justify rape. I don't justify that. You justify the killing of kids. I don't justify that.
You don't have the only legitimate book from Allah. I'm sorry, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. It's the only book that has never been changed.
No, you don't.
Look it up.
I'm sorry.
Okay, look it up on Google. Look it up, which is the only religious book that has not been changed.
You live in a fantasy land. And you actually go now against the words of your prophet that commands you to confirm my book. But
the
now
book
what you do,
sure.
This is, if your prophet was alive today, he would be ashamed of you. You know why?
You killed my prophet. You poisoned him.
Because he commanded.
It was a Jewish woman that poisoned him.
Because your prophet commanded you to confirm my book. But you don't even know my book. You're afraid of my book.
I can't confirm a book that was changed.
You are afraid even to read my book because you're weak.
Yeah, because I don't want to be punished by Allah.
Because you're weak in your belief.
No, I'm not.
And I'm right. Deep inside I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm a Jew. I tell you this. If I would be living in Muslim country, you're from Syria, right? If I would live in Syria, I would be happy to pay the Jizya. But if you as a Muslim live in Israel, you will pay me the Jizya. You will pay me taxes. Yes.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? You don't like paying Jizya or what?
What?
You don't like to pay Jizya or what? I don't understand.
No, I would like to pay Jizya if I get, the rights and protection from the government. But you do the same to me in my land, in my rule.
Jizya is cheaper than the zakat. That's just so you don't have to pay zakat. And Jizya is cheaper than zakat that you have to pay.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask me another
is it okay? Yeah, but after I'm gonna ask a question. Can Jews live under Islamic rule?
Yeah, people do live in Islamic rule.
That's good, right? That's nice.
Do you not live in Muslim countries?
Do you believe in equality?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not against Jews. Okay. I like Jews. I just don't like Israelis.
Okay, can Muslims live under Jewish rule?
No. You don't let them. You kill them.
You see the equality that they believe in. This is the equality they believe in.
Israel doesn't believe in equality.
Unbelievable.
Israel doesn't believe in it.
They believe in equality. So Jews can live under Muslim rule, but Muslims cannot live under Jewish rule. Why? Because they're arrogant.
Because you don't let us. No, because you don't let us.
That's because they have supremacy complex. That's why.
No.
Fact.
No.
It's from your mouth.
Muslim, that would be what would happen if a Palestinian Muslim went into Israel.
Alhamdulillah, it comes from your mouth, but it's good that the lie, and all the distorted.
Can I ask a question now?
Sure.
Can I ask a question now?
Sure.
What happens if a Palestinian Muslim goes into Israel? What do they do to them?
It depends. If they're enemy, they're gonna get kicked out. But if they're not enemy, they're in. Everything normal. No. No,
they kill them. They take them away. They arrest them. Yeah.
You sure?
You've seen videos of it, yeah.
Right. I live in Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, there's about
in the West
300.
Bank?
Wait. In Jerusalem, in our capital, there's about 300,000 Palestinians. I see them every day next to my street. It's good. Alhamdulillah. They live under Jewish rule. They live under this flag. No,
they don't.
In the municipality.
Jerusalem is in the West Bank. You're not allowed to be living there.
They get services. They get everything, basically.
Israelis
you don't know what you're talking about, but it's okay. I understand.
You're not allowed to live in the West Bank. That's occupied territory. You're not allowed to make settlements there. So you're breaking international law.
I understand that when you live in a lie, you have to justify the lie. I understand that.
There's apartheid there. There's apartheid there.
No, it's not apartheid.
If you live in Jerusalem, you should know. in Jerusalem, there's apartheid. The Palestinians don't have the same rights as you, though.
Look at Israel. Look how beautiful Israel is. It's
That's
nice,
not Israel, that's Palestine.
It's beautiful.
Palestine.
I love Israel.
You call it Israel, I call it Palestine.
Fine, that's good. By the way, I have no problem that you call it Palestine. But again, why? Because my faith is stronger than yours. You cannot contain my faith.
Sure, go ahead, say that. We'll see what happens Yom al-Qiyamah. Okay, so do you agree with Netanyahu, what he says and what he does to Arabs and Muslims?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly? So you agree that he should be okay
I
with
wish kids will not die, but you need to surrender.
They threatened to nuke Gaza. Do you know how many people would die if they do that?
Listen.
And then he goes, we don't have nukes.
I don't like innocent people to die, but in order for that, you must surrender, lay down your arm. By the way, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You are a believer Muslim, a strong Muslim, right? Alhamdulillah. If indeed you are a strong Muslim, you believe that God is with you, right? You also believe in the life of the kids in Gaza is very important, right?
Yes. I believe in the kids of everywhere.
You believe also...
It doesn't matter where they are.
Right. Do you believe also in sabr?
Yes, patience.
Right. So why don't you lay down your arms, be patient, and wait, I didn't finish. Wait, I didn't finish.
How long have they been patient for?
I didn't
finish.
Wait, I didn't finish. I want to ask you a question. If it's not comfortable for you, I understand, I'm sorry if I put you in a corner. I'm really sorry. But this is the question. If you indeed have sabr, patience, if you indeed care for your kids, and if indeed you believe that Allah is with you, why don't you lay down your arms, surrender, the kids will live, and wait until, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, then try again. Why don't you do that?
Okay. Can I ask now?
Yeah.
Okay. Why does Israel snipe bullets in kids' heads if they're not targeting kids?
You didn't answer my question.
Do you think that's...
You didn't answer my question.
Okay, what was your question? You want me to put the guns down?
Yeah.
Okay, they've been patient for over 50 years. Is that not enough for you?
Yeah, but
over 50 years, it's been under brutal occupation. Israel calls what they do in Gaza mowing the lawn. They call it mowing the lawn.
So you probably don't have patience.
They call it mowing the lawn. You think that's okay for them to call what they're doing in Gaza mowing the lawn?
We need to kill all the terrorists, yeah. 100%.
You're not killing terrorists, you're killing kids.
Unfortunately,
compare the amount of Hamas members you've killed to the civilians.
Again, unfortunately, kids also die. I don't want them to die. But
most of them were kids that died. It wasn't even Hamas.
In order for the future kids to live, Hamas need to surrender. And if they will not surrender, we'll
make
them surrender.
I don't support what Hamas does.
I agree with you. By the way, I just want you to realize, my sister.
But do you agree with what IDF has been doing?
I want you to realize, my enemy. You don't get it that Allah is strengthening our hand.
You're your enemy.
You are my enemy, by the way.
I'm not your enemy. I'm the IDF's enemy.
Look, I'm the IDF. You are my enemy. I tell you this, Allah is strengthening our hand, and you don't believe, and you cannot understand. By the way,
if you didn't have America with you, you would have...
I want to teach you something about my religion.
Okay.
The prophets of Israel, Zechariah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they are also your prophets, right?
Yeah, and I love and respect them.
Good, but you don't know what they said.
Prophet Zechariah, I was pissed. What did they say after you killed them?
After
you killed Zechariah, what did you do?
What was the prophecy?
You sliced him in half.
What was the prophecy? The prophecy of Prophet Zechariah. If you are such a good and knowledgeable Muslim.
He was a Jew.
What was the message, the prophecy about Jerusalem of Zechariah? What?
That was for Jews. Bani Israel.
What? Every time I ask Muslims if they believe in the prophets, they say, of course, that's good. But they don't know nothing about what the prophet said. And that's where we need to teach them what they forgot about.
What did Prophet Zechariah say?
That's where we need to teach them about what they forgot about the Quran. Now I will teach you what Prophet Zechariah said. You want to hear?
Sure.
I want to read to you the prophecy of Zechariah about the future when we, the children of Israel, the Yahud, will come back to the land of Israel. And it goes like this. This is in Zechariah 8. Okay? It's a beautiful prophecy. And you will tell me after I'm going to read to you what I'm going to read to you, if something in what is written there is corrupted, you will tell me. Okay? Zechariah 8, verse 1. And the word of the Lord of hosts came, saying, Thus said the Lord of hosts, I am jealous of Zion with great jealousy, and I am jealous for her with great fury. You know what Zion is?
The thing that was created 80 years ago?
No, Zion is another name for Jerusalem. Anyway, another thing that you need to learn.
Zionism was created 80 years ago.
Zion is another, Zion, Sahayun is another name of Jerusalem. So listen to the Jew that teaches you something from your theology. Thank you very much. Thus said the Lord, I return unto Zion and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called the city of truth. And the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. This is Temple Mount, where our temple was, and where Al-Aqsa is now at. Alhamdulillah, by the way. Thus said, I didn't finish. I want to hear you, but I didn't finish. Sabr, عند Allah مع الصابرين. Thus said the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women sit in the broad places of Jerusalem, every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the broad places of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the broad places thereof. And this is the end of the chapter. I want you to listen really, really, really close. Thus said the Lord, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of these people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, said the Lord God. What does it mean? That means the prophet Zechariah, with the inspiration from God, from Allah, from Hashem, is predicting what we are living today. That the children of Israel returning to Jerusalem, and it's built, and there's boys and girls and old women and men, and everybody is so marvelous and cannot believe that this miracle happened, but we live in a miracle that our prophets said 2,500 years ago. Now, and I want to hear you, but what's the tragedy? And I'm being honest with you. The tragedy of you is that you as a Muslim supposed to see Prophet Zechariah also as your prophet. Here I read you his prophecy, but you go against us. You go against his prophecy.
Is that from the Torah?
You go against...
Is that from your book?
Yes. You go now against his prophecy.
Changed.
Fine, you can say whatever you want. We don't care. We don't buy this shit, and we don't really care. You know, I'm just gonna let you know, and you know, you can take it or leave it, but Allah is strengthening our hand. You cannot do nothing against that. But anyway, instead of saying, Wallah, the Yahud came back, and what they told us when they were in exile exactly happened, and this is the will of Allah, and let's join them and let's build something together. You go against the will of Allah, and that's why you get punished. That's why Allah put you in a test, and you fail the test, because you go against the words of the prophets that your prophet commanded you to believe.
Okay, can I talk now?
Yeah.
Okay, before Mecca, Muslims used to pray to Masjid al-Aqsa, right? Is that right?
No.
That's true. That's where they used to pray to. Because Masjid al-Aqsa came before Mecca.
Jews prayed that.
Masjid al-Aqsa was where the Muslims used to pray to, where they all used to pray to. Not just Muslims. Everyone used to pray to Masjid al-Aqsa.
You mean the Temple Mount, the temple, Haikal Suleiman.
Masjid al-Aqsa.
Haikal Suleiman. Haikal Suleiman.
Masjid al-Aqsa. I'm talking about Aqsa. Okay, I'm talking about Masjid al-Aqsa right now. So, why is it that the IDF bombs it and it's one of the top 3 most religious places for Muslims? Why does it bomb it if it doesn't hate Muslims?
Show me a proof that the IDF bombed Masjid al-Aqsa. Show me.
Look it up.
Look it up. Show me.
It's everywhere. Look it up.
Show me.
I'll show you where.
Show me. I never heard about the IDF bombing Masjid al-Aqsa.
Because they don't show you that stuff.
Again,
what about the illegal settlements that are in Jerusalem?
Unfortunately.
Jerusalem is in the West Bank. West Bank is occupied territory. Under international law, it's illegal for Israelis to come make settlements there.
By the way, why do you call it West Bank and not, it's named...
West Bank.
Why West Bank?
It's called West Bank. Because that's what you guys call it. That's what it's called on maps, West Bank.
Wait, you as a Muslim, you are believing in, being in the, preserving the tradition, right? Like what happened, with from the days of Adam, the real tradition, right? Why don't you call the West Bank Yehuda? This is the area where the kingdom of Judea was, no?
I don't call it that. I'm calling it the West Bank because that's its current name right now.
You know what? Okay, so you change, you do reform. So you basically, you see, this is another problem of the Muslims.
Why do you guys make settlements there? Why do you guys make settlements there and it's illegal? You know it's illegal.
This is
illegal under international law.
This is
Why do you
another.
do it?
This is
Answer
another.
my question. I answered your questions. Answer my question. Why do you make illegal settlements there when you know it's illegal under international law?
You know what? You're right. We don't make enough. We should make more. You know, we should live. Also, we have synagogue. We should have synagogues in Nablus and Ramallah.
It's illegal
Jenin,
under international law.
Do you follow? Does Hamas follow international law?
Better than IDF does. I know, shocking, right?
Wow.
I don't even support Hamas. I don't support Houthis. I don't support Hezbollah. But they don't break international law the way the IDF does.
Do you want to tell me, as a Jew, that I cannot live? That I cannot live in a place that is the heart of the story of my people?
Until you stop occupying it? No, you can't. Legally, you can't. Once you've stopped occupying it, sure.
I'm not occupying my land, dear. I'm sorry.
Israel occupied it.
I'm willing. By the way, I tell you this.
The person who led the Israeli settlements in the West Bank said that they will never let the people of Gaza live in peace. They will wipe them all out. Is that not cruel? That's not cruel to you? She was talking about the kids. She was talking about the babies. She was talking about the woman that did nothing wrong. She's not talking about Hamas. She's talking about all of them.
Let me tell you something, okay? I want us
answer my question first. Was that wrong?
I will answer you. I will answer you. I will answer you, but the way I want to answer. Thank you. I want to live in peace with the Palestinians together in this land. I want the Palestinians, even in Gaza, to live in Tel Aviv and to live in Jerusalem. And I want the Palestinians in Bethlehem to live also in Jerusalem. I want that under the condition that I'm, as a Jew, and every Jew will be able to live also in Gaza and also in Bethlehem, and to build synagogues there, and to walk with the kippah and talk in Hebrew in the Palestinian areas, which Jews cannot do today, because once they're going to do that, they're going to be...
Palestinians can't do that in Israel either.
You're not connected with reality, my dear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have even the street signs here in Israel are written in Arabic. Have you seen a street sign?
They're not allowed to step on them. They're not even allowed to step on all the streets.
I'm sorry, but you're not...
It's apartheid.
I'm sorry, but that's not true. I don't want to disturb you.
The ICC is lying?
I don't want to disturb you with facts, but what you said now is not true. But it's okay, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Okay, never mind.
So can I ask you a question then?
Wait, I want to say one thing. I want us to live together. I believe that Palestinians belong to, from the river to the sea, they belong to my land. They are part of my land. We should live together, but not under their rule, under our rule, under Jewish rule.
Why? Under your rule?
Yes,
Why?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now can I ask you a question?
Because this land is written to us from Allah. And we also had kingdoms here. We always had Jewish presence in this land. The names of, a lot of towns here are biblical Jewish Hebrew names, So like you recognize yourself that we came from here and indeed Allah punished us. What you said in Surah Al-Isra. We are indigenous people coming back to our land. You want to accept it? That's good. You don't want to accept it? Fine. But when war happens and children unfortunately suffer from your side, don't complain, when you still resist and still fight. Very simple.
So when over 60,000 children have died, intentionally, children and women, it's not a war, that's genocide. Tell me that's not a genocide. Is Israel not committing genocide, apartheid, annexation, ethnic cleansing? Are they not doing all those things to the Palestinians?
No.
Is Netanyahu not doing all those things? He told them.
Did you just say,
He told them. Trump himself said that he would take all of the people in Gaza out, take them to Jordan, to Syria, and to Egypt. Why? That's not their home. Their home is Palestine. Why are you going to take them out? That's ethnic cleansing. That's ethnically cleansing.
Before we continue,
that's ethnically cleansing.
Before we continue, I need to correct you with something false that you said. Did you say that we killed 60,000 innocent children and women?
Civilians.
Yeah, that's what you still say.
They're innocent civilians. They're innocent civilians.
Okay, so
when you burn down the hospitals they were in,
okay,
when you bomb ambulances.
So I guess that 20,000 or 30,000 warriors or terrorists of Hamas are also children, right?
They weren't.
They weren't. Well, you see,
so the people you killed weren't Hamas.
This is the problem of the Ummat al-Mu'minin.
Okay, so why are there bullets in little kids' heads?
The Ummat al-Mu'minin cannot say the truth, unfortunately, and it's sad. It's sad.
Okay, so
they
tell me,
suppose.
why are there bullets in little kids' skulls?
Let me
If you
finish.
guys aren't targeting kids, why are there bullets in their skulls?
Let me finish.
Why are there bullets in their skulls?
The
Answer
Ummat
my question.
al-Mu'minin, I will answer you after
Answer
I'm
the
gonna
question.
I will answer you after I'm
No,
gonna
answer the
finish.
question first.
After
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
answer the question first.
after I'm gonna finish.
Why were there
After I'm
bullets in
gonna
their
finish.
heads?
After I'm gonna finish. The Ummat al-Mu'minin supposed to spread the Tawheed to the world, to spread the message, the great message of Allah, and the good and the kindness that there is in Islam. Unfortunately, what they do now, they cannot even say truth. They cannot even say
This is
facts.
truth.
It's not even.
This is truth. This isn't truth.
It's not true. It's not even narrative. They cannot even say facts. And unfortunately, they are so much mixed in a lot of confusion. And, what can we do? I mean, the only thing to do is basically not to be too much, not too much mad from what you say, to understand that this is your indoctrination to be raised on falsehoods and lies, and understand that, until you from yourself will reject that mindset of lies, then we're going to suffer, but you're going to suffer much more.
Okay. So, you want to destroy the Houthis? Destroy the Houthis. You want to kill the Hamas? Go ahead. Hezbollah? Go ahead. But can I know why there are bullets in little kids' skulls if they're not targeted? Why are there snipers aiming for a little kid's head?
War is tragic. War is tragic. I feel
That's not war. That's genocide. That's genocide.
Fine, you can use all the buzzwords
That's
you
genocide.
want.
That is genocide.
You can use all the buzzwords you want. You can say
It's
genocide.
Not a buzzword. It's a word. It's genocide.
You can say genocide, and you can also say that we do ethnic cleansing inside Israel while we have 2 million Arab Muslims.
You're trying to ethnically cleanse them.
While we have 2 million Arab Muslims living with us. You can say that we are colonizers while you yourself admitted that we came from this land 2,000 years ago.
Okay, and most of them actually were in Poland.
All the terminology,
they were never even Jews.
You see, all the terminology that you use is simply not true. That's why we're not getting too much emotional,
I never even said you were colonizers. I just said that your methods are cruel.
You know what? Maybe I can understand
that. You need to understand at some point.
Wait. Let me understand something. I admit that we also use cruelty. I don't want us to do that. But in every war it happens. Unfortunately, wait.
This isn't a war. It's genocide.
Wait. In every war it happens, and it's not a genocide. If it was a genocide, I mean, what is the definition of genocide? You are smart. You are really smart. I really say that, not cynically. What is the definition of genocide?
Genocide is trying to kill a certain type of people.
True. Tell me now. No. Wait.
What's the IDF doing? What's the IDF doing? Don't tell me what the IDF is doing.
Wait.
Are they not targeting Palestinians?
Wait.
Innocent Palestinians? Are they? Answer the question first.
No.
They are.
Wait.
Why burn down a building? Why'd they burn down a hospital, bomb schools? Why'd they bomb a refugee camp?
Wait. Are the 2 million Arab Muslim Palestinians living in Israel, they're also Palestinians,
they're not in
right?
Israel.
What?
No, they're not in Israel.
In Israel proper. Are you talking about
the West Bank?
The Arabs living in Haifa, the Arabs living in the Negev, the Arabs living in Jerusalem, they're also Palestinians, right?
Yeah, but they don't have equal rights.
That's another issue. By the way, most of them do, but that's another issue. You claim it's a genocide what we do, that it's the attempt to exterminate a certain race or people, right? So why don't we exterminate also the Palestinians living in Israel and Jerusalem?
People of Gaza, you want them gone. Didn't Netanyahu not say that? Do you not imply
you said you distort yourself. I ask you, why the Palestinians in Jerusalem where I live, why aren't they also exterminated in genocide if that's indeed a genocide? Why?
They're committing apartheid against them.
Where apartheid?
They're killing them too. They're bombing them too.
Bombing Jerusalem? Now we're bombing Jerusalem.
Yes, they're bombing the West Bank.
We're bombing Jerusalem.
You are bombing the West Bank. You are bombing the West Bank. You're killing kids in the West Bank too.
I mean, what can you do?
Do you only read the Times of Israel?
Ya Allah.
It looks like that's the only thing you read.
غتي الكذاب من دين الحق. يا الله. يا ريت أنا بحكي عربي 50%. والله عندي كتير كلام للمسلمين كوين ودغري يعني ناس ما بيحكوا كذاب وبدهم سلام بشكل بشكل حقيقي.
Go live in a
But
Muslim
you,
country and see how
unfortunately,
they're going to treat you if you tell them you're a Jew. They're not going to do that to you. They're not going to arrest you the way that Israel's do to you, to do to the Palestinian Muslims. They don't have checkpoints for the Palestinians. You don't need to go through invasive checkpoints. They have to go through those checkpoints.
I don't want the checkpoints to be there. I want them to be removed and be under Israeli rule so they can freedomly and have freedom of movement.
They are under Israeli rule.
No, they should have under Israeli rule, and we should rule also in Bethlehem, in Nablus, and Gaza. And then they can be part of Israel. If they are loyal and they want to share their destiny with us, why not? I'm all for it, by the way. I'm all for it. I want to live with them. I want them to live with us. But only if...
Everyone wants that. That's what everyone wants. We want peace. We don't want to be killed. That's it.
Okay.
So you guys bombed them. You guys bombed Damascus.
Wait.
You bombed Syria. Why'd you bomb Syria?
We spoke about it for a long time. But I want to ask you a question. What do you believe should be peace? What is peace to you?
Okay, what I believe?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe the idea of Zionism.
No, the idea of peace. Peace, not Zionism.
The idea of peace. The idea of peace is stopping the apartheid, occupation, and genocide. How about that?
And what's going to be, in your opinion, after we're going to stop what in your whatever imagination that you live, after that's going to happen, let's say, which will never happen anyway, but
unfortunately,
it never will happen. You will see Israel till the day your great children will see Israel, and they're gonna pray with us in the third temple, inshallah. But anyway, what solution you want to see here? Like what after that happens? What do you want to see here?
Palestinians and Jews living in peace like they used to.
What form? What system?
It doesn't matter what the system is.
It doesn't matter.
Islamic rule, Jewish rule. As long as there's no more apartheid, I honestly wouldn't mind.
Okay, so all right. So basically, you can agree that there can be also.
Agree.
You can agree.
I would be fine
agree.
living under Jewish rule if that's what you mean. I wouldn't mind living under Jewish rule, but if this Jewish rule is not giving me equal rights, killing my family, bombing my family for no reason, then yeah, I don't want to live under Jewish rule.
In a way, I can agree with you here. In a way, I can actually agree with you here. But you see, you have to stop the resistance to us, and let's talk about how you can live under Jewish rule.
Why would they stop resisting oppression? They're resisting the occupation. They're not going to stop resisting that.
Again, you have to understand that the resistance...
It's not even just Palestine. You also bombed Syria. You bombed my home too.
Yeah, for sure.
Syria,
because you help Hezbollah, of course. You cooperate with our enemies.
Hezbollah is in Lebanon. Hezbollah is in Lebanon.
But you bring weapons coming from Syria, goes to Hezbollah.
Hezbollah is in Lebanon, though. It has nothing to do with
Not
you.
anymore.
We give it to Hezbollah.
Now Hezbollah all gone. I hope, inshallah.
I don't like Hezbollah. I don't support what Hezbollah did. But we just finished our own war. We just got our own war over and done with. We went through our own war, trying to rebuild our city, and then you start bombing us. So why?
Listen, before that, you said something that I really was
What did we have to do
surprised.
With Hamas?
I was really surprised by what you said before that. When you said about that you don't
I wouldn't mind living under Jewish rule?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Because the Jews and Muslims have very similar rules. Our rules are very similar.
Our
books are very similar.
And that's what should be.
I'm not going to deny that. That's true. I agree with that. That is true.
I respect that. Your Aqidah, your faith is so strong that I admire that. I really am. I always admired Islam regarding the levels of Aqidah, the levels of faith that your Ummah has. And I actually think as a Jew that I need to learn from you how to be a stronger Jew in my belief. I need to learn from you, for real. Heads off. But you also need to learn something from us. You also need to learn that the words of our prophets is also yours. It's not something that's going to make Islam weaker. It's going to make it stronger. It's actually a different interpretation for the same text in the Holy Quran.